Okay, today I am going to be teaching you how to find the slope of a line that's at a certain point on a curve. And the equation we have here is y equals 4 minus x squared. Now technically we really should be using calculus to do this, but since this is an Algebra 2 class, obviously you haven't learned calculus yet, so we have to do it another way, which is kind of like an estimation more than anything else. So I'm just going to teach you how to do it kind of the guessing way, sort of. So we have 3 points labeled on this curve, and we are going to find the slope of a line at each of those points. As you can see, I have my table of values that I used to draw this curve based on that equation. Okay, so we're going to start with point A. Point A, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my ruler, and it's better if you use a transparent ruler, and you're going to kind of put it up against that point, okay? And you're going to get as close to that point as you can, the point and the curve. You kind of have to follow the slope of the curve best that you can, and you have to see, it's better to use a see-through ruler, that way you can see if you're, crossing it. You want to get real close to it without actually crossing it, and also try to kind of follow the slope of the curve. You can see this curve has a very steep slope. I'm going to kind of try to follow that. So I'm going to leave space for my pen, the width of my pen. So I hope I get this right without intersecting the curve. Just going to kind of draw a line like that. Okay. So I think that's pretty good. Okay, now to find the slope of a line, I need 2 points on that line, and then I'm going to do a rise and run. Let's see. I'm going to try to find 2 nice points. That's obviously a nice point. Oh, this one's not too bad. This one might be pretty nice right here. I like this one and that one. So I'm going to start at the lower point. I'm going to do a rise and then a run. So I'm going to rise 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to rise 8, and so it's slope equals 8 over, and run 2, and I get 4. Okay, so that's the slope of this line at this point on this curve. I'm going to say this is the slope of the line at point A or something. Let's go ahead and do B. Okay, so we're going to take our ruler again, and this one's, whenever you have a vertex, you're going to find that the only way you can do it is just draw it horizontally. Your line's just going to be horizontal. There's no like slant there. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Again, I want to try to get as close to the curve and the point without actually going over the curve. Now the slope of this is 0. The slope of the line at point B is 0. That's because your rise is 0 and your run can be, 1 or 2 or 3. So you have 0 divided by something, which is 0. Okay, let's do this last one. Again, we're going to try to, let's see, this one's a little bit, it's hard, to try to follow the slope of the curve exactly. It's kind of like a guessing thing, sort of. I'm just going to do that one. See how my line goes through the points? Your line really needs to go through the point. If you do that, you'll be more accurate. If it's like here or over here, it doesn't go straight through the point, then your answer is not going to be as accurate as the real answer. So that's one of my nice points. Let's see if I can find another one. The nicer the points you can find, the better. Oh, that's a nice one. I like this one. So I'm going to rise 2 and run 1. Okay. So the slope at point C is a rise 2 and run 1. So that winds up being 2. Good. Actually, that's -2. I forgot. I did a I went rise 2 and then run to the left 1, so it winds up being -2 over 1. Okay, now before I before I started this video, I actually went and did the calculus, and I calculated the actual slopes of these lines, because for me, I never get the exact right answer. For some reason, on this time, I got all three of them exactly right. This is the first time ever, I think. But this is what I did earlier. I did the calculus, and I calculated the actual slopes of these lines, and I got 4, 0, and -2, which is exactly what I got, 4, 0, and -2. So these are the actual slopes, and these are what I got. So I was really hoping that one of mine would be off, so I could show you guys that, that you're not always going to get the answer that's maybe in the back of the book or something like that. But unfortunately, I failed at that. So, and that's too bad, because I usually, like I said, I usually get at least one of them. Like I might have gotten 3.9 instead of 4 or something like that. So anyway, but you'll find there's going to be an answer in the back of the book when you check it, and after you do this, you're going to find that your answer is going to be off a little bit. So the real answer might be 2.5, and you may have gotten 2.4 or 2.3 or 2.6 or something like that. So just keep that in mind. Don't get frustrated if you're not getting the exact answer that's in the back of the book, because you probably won't in most cases, especially if the answer is a decimal. It's really hard. Now, using centimeter graph paper does tend to help, but like I said, there's a certain margin of error because it's just human error. I mean, everything has to go perfect. You have to make sure your line is exactly through the point at the curve. You have to make sure you kind of slope the line just right, and I'm not usually very good at that, but this time obviously I did really good. So anyway, and of course I used I did the calculus to calculate those. And someday when you take calculus, you'll learn exactly what I'm talking about. Anyway, so that's the end of this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you the next time. Let me know if you have any questions. You can message me, or you can just put a comment on this video, and I will get with you as soon as possible. Have a great weekend.